former President Buhari did well, served the of the president telling favor and let. The president should stop praising President Buhari. I watched live television program of the president telling the Nigerians that former President Buhari did well, served the nation. Let me say to you, that will cause a confusion in the minds of Nigerians. Yes, he's a member of your party. He's your leader. Sir, there are so many presentations.
Sorry, sir, before I continue this video, right? I feel like you want to laugh.
Right.
Do you want to just laugh before I continue playing?
Yes, because I watched former Governor Fayose.
Let me finish playing it. I just want to make sure that I'm not holding your laugh in too long.
That's all right.
Okay, all right. Let me finish playing.
You know that Mr. Fayose is trying to dodge the bullet there. He knows that. He was one of those.
I want to hear it. Let me finish playing him.
You can make without celebrating a man who has put Nigerians into this predicament. There are things we dare not be saying. You can visit him, you can greet him, you can love him, you can appreciate him. That is personal to the president with all due respect.
Lobato.
Coming to the television and saying former President Buhari did this, it was a blessing to Nigeria. Buhari is not a blessing to Nigeria.
Don't confuse us.
Your Excellency, don't due respect to me. You remember that I was courageous enough to confront President Buhari when he was in office. And we thought due respect to your person. I said to you, President Buhari was not a blessing.
Wait, how do you say to yourself, I was courageous? Let us tell you if you're courageous now. So some people don't wait. They don't wait for your. Some people don't wait for your compliment. They just give themselves.
It's because Fayose has forgotten the Ekiti saying that says
remember, I was courageous.
Yeah.
Hold on now, Baba. Hold on now. Jesus.
Yeah.
It drew us back to 50 years of our history. Today, you are engaging individuals who are seen in public actions, even in your office. I am not saying this to patronize to Your Excellency. If you are not doing it the right way, we will say it. It's unfortunate. In your course of your run, you ran into murky waters. Stay out of President Buhari's mess. The situation in Nigeria today, let it be clear to Nigerians that, yes, I am the president. I asked for this job. I meant well. The economy that I met was a dead economy. Nobody can deny that. There's no miracle you can do in 9 months. Even if you are doing that miracle, let me say this to Nigerians as well. Nigerians are part of this mess. We are all guilty of this mess. The kind of government you have is a function of the people.
Absolutely.
Will President Tinubu be in every location in Nigeria to defend, to protect Nigerians? He has to rely on a number of people.
Absolutely.
He has to rely on individuals. Such individuals must be called to account. Is this President Tinubu?
Let me stop there. Let me let you take it on for Uncle Isaac Fayose from that place.
You see,
the driving point, sir. Governor Fayose on Tinubu inherited dead economy from Buhari? ? Go ahead.
He inherited a troubled economy from Muhammadu Buhari, but with a simple declaration during his inauguration as president, when Bola Tinubu said, subsidy is gone. Yes, Bola Tinubu must accept responsibility for being the undertaker that finally buried the entire system, the entire economy. He made complaint of ambush. Fayose has legitimate claims to saying that Tinubu was ambushed, things were bad and all that. But you know, when a man with crazy ideas is nothing stuff, in his mind. You only hear you will hear that through somebody who is doubly crazy. A wise man is nursing certain ideas. That idea is incubated in him, and then you see a fool coming into town, giving vent to that. That's what happened. I mean, between Tinubu and Buhari. That's the transaction. Buhari had said, "Oh, yes, this subsidy will go," but they were managing it to sound tough. You know, the lion-hearted Tinubu got there and said, "Yes, subsidy is gone." That was the moment everything went all right for the Nigerian economy. Now back to Ayodele Fayose, Isaac Ayodele Fayose. When a man has done what is wrong, when you're at fault and you don't accept that fault, you may end up running over an entire enclave, an entire system. Yeah, you may run it over. You may be waging war. I mean, a battle that can be so bloody. People like Ayo Fayose, like the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, like Wike, the so-called pack of five who mutinied against the leadership of their party to support Tinubu to come into power. They are reluctant to bite the humble pie. They don't want to acknowledge all this stuff, this interview. What's the essence?
So this is you are saying this is what
they are not
doing now is like
they are
like
not
alaye, they will shalaye tired.
They are not facing up to how they went into that conspiracy, that evil conspiracy
against PDP.
Yes, and then instead of maintaining dignified opposition, they couldn't manage the crisis within their party. They wanted it their way and their way alone. So the Southern presidency they were clamoring for, what has it translated into? I mean, what is the benefit for Nigeria now? That is why it is bad enough to look at things from narrow ethnic lens. That kind of prism they adopted. Oh, it is either the South or not. The president could come from anywhere. So long you have the brain, the mental magnitude, the mental presence to manage the system and then run a system that is humane.
But to be honest, sir,
yes.
To be honest, sir, the point he's making there is that one of the points he was making that there's no Tinubu or Buhari or any bad president without certain structures in society that brought them to power, that allows them to continue to perpetuate.
We are saying the same thing, but I mean, Ayodele Fayose must acknowledge the fact that he is one of those elements, one of those systems who sponsored this.
Tinubu,
who brought this upon Nigeria. I'm not going to dissipate too much energy about that.
I see.
Somehow, I admire Ayodele Fayose at times as a man who loves his people. When I first went to Nigeria, I sneaked into Nigeria in those days, and I saw what he had accomplished. Right before Governor Chegwoni, I broke down in tears, and I asked. They said this guy did not do anything. And they said he worked, but the contrivance, you know, he resisted people who wanted him to put the monthly allocation of Ekiti State on the table instead of working for the people. He worked for the people. And forget the facade. Anyway, what you see in Ayodele Fayose, I mean, is what you get. Yeah. I remember when he was to run again for office, the last time I went there, we were in his house in Afao Ekiti. And I was right with my personal assistant, you know, because of my visual challenge. I always go with my...
You have people with you.
Yes. And I was with him. I mean, I was in that house, not as a compromised reporter, no. But I was standing with Larry Olayinka, his trusted Man Friday. And, there was this fellow who used to be very active on social media from London then. And he posted something on Facebook to the effect that Larry Olayinka had just been arrested in Igbemo Ekiti with ballot boxes. I looked at my peer, I looked at my production crew. I said, is it not the same Larry Olayinka that is standing with me? So that day, I knew so many lies had been cooked up and told about Ayodele Fayose. But no lie is being told against him now in this matter.
This one with his own mouth, his courageous mouth.
Yes. He should not tell us. That's why I went into the Ekiti dictum to say, Uru dede nyirare lobe. Otekari, Oshomo.
Iru dede nyirare lobe.
Yeah, local.
Iru okindede nyirare ni obe.
Nínú ọbẹ̀ pé báyìí ló ń find the condiment in your soup. Locals beans telling the whole world, I'm so super inside this soup. No, when people eat that soup,
that's when we find out. We will tell you how sweet this soup is.
He is a courageous man. He truth every inch of the way. Initially, he opposed Buhari.
He drags everybody.
Yes, he tried. He tried, but he should leave that judgment to history and those of us who document history. Yes. I mean, let posterity. But part of that judgment will be that he also was an enabler to bring Tinubu on the stage. That he betrayed his party. He betrayed his party and he's been standing tough.
I have to agree with him, sir, on this one point. I agree with everything you said. Because I don't trust him. I don't trust Baba Fayose. It comes off as a person I don't trust. I don't know why. But I have to agree with him that the type of president that a nation ends up with is basically a function of the type of people in the society.
That's right.
I have to agree with him on that, But like you said, he's the courageous. He will.
Look at one of the key sponsors of Bola Tinubu, the man who went to pick a quarrel with a customs team somewhere, threatening to kill the custom official who took who waylaid and seized the contraband from his operating. That guy, I was told, and from the confirmations I got, was one of those who, the report was filed by one Shoyombo with I think Investigative Journalism Foundation or something like that. Okay. I was told that guy was one of those big spenders for APC and Bola Tinubu, and that he actually was involved in nominating the former Controller General for Customs Service. You have all kinds of people with questionable activities and their background getting involved in government, and you say you want to drive investment, you want to drive development. Good luck. Did they succeed at it?
All right. That's all we have for you today. We're trying to do better with time, in addition to the fact that we were quite constrained today to do so. So I think it's a good thing. Regardless, but we've covered quite a bit today. Do us a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe.
And just before we leave, please, people should not misunderstand our hallowed calling, our constitutionally protected position as journalists, and the people who do not only report but also give constructive criticism. We are not in any way malicious, and we are not anyway thinking of pulling down anybody. I've had the sentiment from some people who themselves have laughable views, not just about every other person, but about themselves. They said, for criticizing the wife of Akeredolu or one Olori, that I have this attitude of coming after respectable women and what have you.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't be,
I see what you
yeah,
mean.
nobody can take it anyway. I'm on the set with my nephew. Nobody can take it with me. How I respect elders, how I
Mm-hmm.
respect women, how I respect, and I have been at the forefront of championing causes for women everywhere. Um, Mama Titi Ajanaku is still alive. She can bear me out. When she was a special advisor to the president of Nigeria on women
Mm-hmm.
affairs, um, Dr. Mrs. Josephine Aneni, she is there.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Pauline Talent, all of them. I work closely with them. And when a governor decided to disrespect the former aviation minister in
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria, who was a woman,
Mm.
I picked the gauntlet and defended her. So for this individual to say I disrespect women and all that, that's not true. But I maintain that position. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot hijack the instrument of governance from your elected husband and behave as if you are the one that had been given that sacred mandate. No,
Mm.
nepotism is evil. It does not matter whether it is giving a woman undue advantage or not. So that is the
Mm.
point that we have made everywhere. And everybody knows that Akeredolu served the interests of his wife, his children first, before considering the people who elected him into office. May
Mm.
so find sweet repose. Um, Concerning the other person they said I've never heard of an Olori attempting to sack kingmakers.
Mm.
Talking of dismantling the cabinet. Which cabinet? Is it that of local government, state, or
Mm-hmm.
presidency? And as a kingmaker anyway, I have never been paid. It's just the honor done me, which I appreciate and which I've
Mm.
used to give in credible and maximum and optimal advantage to the people of the town where I was born. That said, let nobody try to create mischief where none exists. I do not have any personal grudge against any of these people. And I appreciate them, love them so dearly. But that love must mean that we give a better and greater deal to the vast majority of our people, to our citizens at all times. Thank you for
Mm.
the opportunity.
I'm gonna plead your indulgence to give me the last word on this one, and
Right.
I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Um, it's not enough to use emotionalism or to point out how you've been emotionally affected by any rhetoric from our opinions. That's not enough. You have to tell us
Thank you.
why. You have to, if you disagree with an opinion, you have to tell us why. You can't just go, I'm talking to the audience, you can't just go and say it seems as if you hate women. You can't, if you say stuff like that, it'll get to a point where we will ignore you because there's no point there.
Certainly. Yeah.
Your opinions are welcome at any point in time, but you have to avoid any type of shaming tactics because it's just not going to fit into the profile of the show, of what we're doing here. All opinions are welcome. You have to back it up. Say, okay, me too. I am a smart, intelligent person. I feel this way about this, that. It has nothing to do with the persons. Right? So there's, from our take so far, thus far, what I remember about that conversation, there was a lot of leeway that was given to that woman. It's just that she did not help us. Her tribute was full of nothing.
Invectives.
That's it. Okay? If that
Against
makes
the
you
people.
feel like somebody is attacking women because you connect it with the story of the Olori, I'm sorry you feel that way, but we can help you because your argument is not backed with anything. That's just a feeling. Back it up and let's have a conversation around it. Nonetheless, we appreciate your audience. All right. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, and follow so you're notified every time we drop videos and we go live. We'll see you on the next one, and peace.